I'm really glad you joined me today for the core workout. It's a mat based workout, so obviously we will need a mat and enough room to move about in. I would say several sets of weights because we will be using legs on our first one, but also be using our arms. So maybe if you've got 2 sets of weights there, you can choose a heavier and a lighter set. Okay, bottle of water, enough room to move around in. Okay, so each exercise can be done for 2 minutes. Then we'll be working through that 8 exercises, so obviously 16 minutes in total. Then we'll run through the whole circuit again. So 32 minutes of exercise, so it's quite concentrated. Okay, so we shall start with a warm-up. If you're just standing up for me, and we just got our legs, and we're just going to roll around. Okay, so let's get going on that exercise. Okay, so just loosen it up. This you can do with or without shoes on, up to you, whatever you feel more comfortable in. Okay, nothing's going to be rushed today. We're really going to think about that core work, that zip and hollow, that whole area between our hips and our shoulders. Okay, just do me a little reach up and back down. Reach up and back down. My knees are just slightly bent. Okay, the other side. Little reach up. Okay, little lean forward. Little lean forward for me. Come up, little lean back, but not too far. I'm going to do one more here. Okay, lovely, good. Leg up, if you want to hold on to something, do. That's just a little swing, forward and back. Feel that hip flexor, feel that glute working for you. Good, just get used to standing on that one leg, lovely, good. Okay, so again, if you want to hold on to a chair, table, otherwise just backwards and forwards, glute, hip flexor. Okay, well done. Legs out wider, dropping down. Shoulder comes to the front. Now but extend that to a little reach up and a reach down. Okay, staying forward, just leaning it forward, bend your knees and then just rock side to side. Good, so just my fingertips on the floor. If you feel you can't reach the floor, just put it there onto your shins and get that backwards and forwards, side to side. Okay, well done. Coming up, I'm going into a pike and I'm coming down, just letting your hips drop, feel that hip flexors open, and then back, and then again, dropping. I'm going to do one more. Lovely, good. Okay, just here, just opening out the chest. Okay, well done. Just give a little shake through for me. Okay, so my first one, into a box shape. I'm going to go heavier with the weight, because it's going to go behind my leg, all the way through on one side, all the way through on the other. Okay, so in a box, my zip and hollow is on. That weight's behind my legs. It's secure because I have used my hamstring and my glute, and we'll get ready to go. Okay, so are you ready for your 1 minute of work? Core pulled in. I get that lift, I get that lower. Now nothing too fast. What I want you to be aware of is that your lower back stays all the same all the way through. It doesn't drop. If you want a little bit of extra work, you can put your other hand just with the palm up, which keeps your shoulders in the correct position. Good, so again, my core is helping me, my hips stay facing towards the floor. You are halfway through. Good, so even though it's core-based workout, a mat-based, certainly not an easy workout. Good, so this with a weight, you can have it without the weight with 2 hands on the floor if you prefer. Okay, my last few seconds here. I'm now down into single figures, my last 10. I'm just going slowly. Lovely, good. Okay, I'm just going to swap that over onto the other leg. Just to 10 seconds in between each one, so I can get into that new position. Okay, and then I get that lift and that lower. Good. So again, really feel that you lift that knee, your core is pulled in, glute and hamstring working for you. Lovely, good. Feel that you're not going to roll onto the other knee and push the other side of your hip out. Remember, you can have this if you want that extra challenge. That hand off the floor and just on your lower back with the palm facing upwards. That work really building up on the side where my leg is lifting. Lovely, good. I'm going to take that weight out. I'm going to stay in a box and I'm going to bring one leg out to the back, and then it's going to squeeze up so my knee comes up towards my elbow, then kick straight back out in the air. Good. So again, my box, I practiced with that weight. Good, give me that push and that squeeze each time. Hamstring and glute. Still working for me, just in a slightly different mode. I get that nice straighten out, I get that heel kick. I stay on that one knee the whole time. Just my own body weight, even on my arms, both my hip bones facing towards the floor. Last few seconds left now. Give me that kick, nice and strong. The work's building up on this side where I've got that leg away from me. Okay, lovely, good. Back into my box. Okay, knee comes up at the side, kicks out to the back. And again on this one, if you're feeling fairly confident, you can lift that other hand off the floor, and that work really builds up on the side where your leg is off the floor. 40 seconds left now. We've got that whole minute of work, which is where the challenge is for us today. That long work section. How are we doing? Good. Getting that lift. Squeezing up that knee close to that elbow and then back in that straight line. My lower back stays the same the whole time, so there's a lot of work going on there for me as well. Okay, lovely. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to come up into a pike and then down into a bridge. So here and then down into my bridge. I hold it and then I go back again. Up, shoulders, back down into my bridge. Good, so again, just go with the flow on this one. Just nice and slow. And then back down into that bridge. Halfway through now. Good, keeping that core pulled in the whole time. As I come down to that bridge, remember you're nice and straight. Don't let that bottom drop. Workouts on the shoulders as well, well done. I'm going to do that again. If you feel that you don't want to stay on your wrists, you can hold me a bridge for that minute instead. Okay, otherwise I'm up in a pike. So you can be down on a bridge here, if you prefer, just holding me that bridge. If you've got wrist problems, otherwise I'm up, I'm coming back down into that plank each time. Good. Up. You have 30 seconds left. Do it in your own time. Feel that work through the shoulders. Just come back up into that pike. About to come down to single figures now. And then onto my fourth exercise. All the way through the session. After this fourth exercise. Lovely, good. I'm lying on my back. And I've just got one heavy weight with me. Okay, so my heavy weight over the top as one leg goes out, bring it back down into my waist each time. Okay, so if we're ready on our backs, okay, weight goes over your head, one leg goes out. And remember, you can keep that leg close to you if you want to. You don't have to open it up at the knee, so it can be here, and then just a back down and in. So it can be just there if you want it, back down and in. Good, just a long leg. You can have a weight going over your head. I picked a fairly heavy weight to go with me, but you can pick a lighter weight, or just your hands pushed together in that little pray position going over your head. I want you to think about your rib cage being down and in. Okay, so for your 10 seconds of rest, I'm just going to rest that weight on my legs. Just gives my hip flexors a rest and gives my arms a rest. Okay, core pulled in, the hip and hollow on, the rib cage down and in. Your legs either with a little bend, so I just open up at the hips, or open up at the knee as well, and get that leg to go out. Or if I want to, I can go higher, so it's not going quite as low, but still goes out in a full. So still testing that core. Good work, well done. Just those arms going over your head. Give me that squeeze, give me that lift. Okay, well done. That goes down. This knee stays up. Hand out with that leg and then back in again. Diagonal and then squeeze it. So go low and slow for me. So remember, you can have this leg on the floor if you want to, if you feel it's too much off the floor. You can use that for a little bit of stability there. Or you can use a half a leg, like that there, and give me that squeeze. Or that knee all the way up, and then out. Good, so I'm really keeping my core pulled in now. I want my hips under control, getting that squeeze on the way up. Not moving that elbow independently. Good. So any of those variations, feel the one that you can go with, makes it challenging, but also one that you can complete in that minute. And we're down into single figures on this side before we change sides. Lovely, good. Okay, you can just hold it there. Then on the other side, diagonal leg, opposite shoulder. So it's here, I go out, I come back in. Good, so I'm really feeling it now through the core. Belly button pulled in towards my spine. If you feel that your back is coming off the floor, keep that leg closer and just give me the squeeze up like that, or put that other leg on the floor. Good, so be in control of your hips, your lower back, your abs pulled in, nothing pops up through your tummy. You got that zip and hollow on. Just one leg then the other. Lovely, good, okay, well done. Okay, just give that a little stretch out. Then I'm just going to come over onto my front, and I can do this in two different ways. So I suggest that we have it, if you're not used to the exercise, in a box, my core pulled in, or you can be in an incline and just give me that turn. Okay, so are we ready to go? We're going to do a minute on one side, a minute on the other. I'm here, my hands behind my head. I get that squeeze. Now, if you feel it's too much, bring those knees in and stay in a box shape. Good, give me that squeeze. Good, that work does build up on this other arm, so be aware of that. Just going through on one, then on the other. And I'm getting that turn. If it feels too much, remember the box. Lovely, good. I come back just for a little rest for those 10 seconds. And then I come back into my box or into my incline, and I'm on the other side. Give me that squeeze. Getting that turn. Really feeling it right through the middle on that other arm as well, as I get that turn, get that squeeze. But here, this supporting arm is doing a lot of work for me. Get some rest on the next one. Good, lovely. I'm back on my back. Butterfly legs position. I'm going to come up into a bridge. So legs are out. I squeeze up with the first one, then I'm down. And then I do a little sit up with the second one, just taking my shoulders off the floor. So it's one squeeze up in a bridge, one sit up with my arms just going forward. Push up, keeping those legs in that butterfly position. Feel that your shoulders don't come too far away from your hips. If they do, just shuffle it back down. Give me that lift. Give me that lift. If you want to have one hand behind your head as well on this one, you can put one hand forward, one hand behind your head. If you feel that is better for your neck, and up, because I'm taking my head off the floor each time on this one. Good. Then that little sit up. Last few seconds now. And good work, well done. Okay, wait for my second minute on this. Good work. Okay, so I'm up in that bridge, bring it down, do a sit up, or have one hand behind your head. My head is on the floor, it comes off the floor and I get that squeeze. Good, lovely. Up. Good, give me that squeeze. Up. Again, if you shuffle too far away, give me that squeeze. You can shuffle back down again. So get really that push up. Lovely, good. On my last one, I'm just going to come with a lighter set of weights, just one weight on that lighter, because it's going to be a longer lever. So I'm just going to make that lighter weight. Okay, so diagonals with the other foot on the floor, so it's out in a diagonal. Okay, my head is on the floor, my foot's on the floor. Okay, here we go. Out and long and up. Have your other hand across your abs there, and you should be able to feel that they have to really tighten up so my hips don't tip as that leg goes out, or my top half doesn't come to one side. I really keep the spine absolutely neutral and safe and still. Good, so this can be done without a weight if you prefer. It can also be done out with a straight leg, in with a bent leg. If you feel that is better for you, you can bring it in as a bent leg. Otherwise we're going straight and straight. With all these exercises, you can just adapt them to you feeling challenged, but not out of control. Lovely, good. Okay, I'm on the other side. Okay, diagonals. Good, so just keeping control of it all the time. Belly button pulled down towards that spine. My trans abs, hip to hip. Good. Out. And in. So the work certainly builds up over a minute. Really feel that you've got that zip and hollow on the whole time. Concentrate. It's quite easy to your mind to wander, but really keep engaged with that exercise. Lovely, good. I'm going back to my heavier weights. I'm starting my second circuit. So let's take a little water break here. Okay. Here we are. Okay, so up and down. Just nice and slowly, hamstring and glutes. And I'm checking that both my hips are facing towards the floor, that I've not rolled out onto the upper knee. And if I want that extra challenge, I'm going to take that hand off the floor, and my work really builds up now on the other side, because I've only got one arm for support. 30 seconds to go. Then we change legs. Good. So with this session, if you feel that one half of it, you've gone through all the exercises we're going to go through, if you feel that that 20 odd minutes of exercise is enough, you can always do the first half only. But again, if you have the time and the energy, you can pick this second round. Okay, lovely, good. Just a quick change over. Both hands on the floor to start with. My zip and hollow on. weight or no weight, so again you can adapt it, all of these exercises for you to do a challenge. Good, so I'm getting that lift. And then, if I want that extra challenge, that hand. With my palm facing up, and I do my palm facing up because it keeps my shoulders level rather than trying to put my hand face down onto my glutes. Have the palm facing up so your shoulders can be a bit more relaxed. Lovely, good. Come into that last section now. Good work, well done. Okay, lovely. Then no weight, in my box, my leg, one leg comes around, squeezing on my obliques, pushing out with my heel to work that hamstring, that glute. And again, I haven't rolled over onto the other knee. And once you're used to the movement, those who know the exercise, you can then think about taking that arm off and then just keep it relaxed with your palm up and that kick back. Good. We have 15 seconds left. That work builds up on that arm. Good, give me that squeeze over the obliques. Lovely, good. Both knees down. I'm back in my box again. Lovely, good. Just looking at the floor. Long in the neck, down with the shoulders. Okay, up out at the side. And then really concentrate on that kick back with that heel. Maybe you can keep both hands on the floor if you want to. But again, for that extra challenge, that just knee comes around. And as it's coming around, I put my hand onto my lower back and give you that squeeze. So my core pulled in, but my obliques having to work to bring that knee up at the side. Good, feeling that weight through the other hand, that other knee, coming down to those last few seconds. On this next one, remember you can hold me a plank if you want to on your elbows, or if your wrists are okay, I'm going from that pike to plank. Okay, so again, lots of work on your top half as well. Okay, lovely, good. Into that pike. Okay, so I drop into my plank, then I come back over. It's like I'm going to perform a downward dog. I lift it up to the top. I don't put my heels onto the floor. I come back down. So that work, again, really building up through your shoulders, through your chest. Remember, this is going to be 2 minutes of work. So pace yourself. Yeah, just get that drop through the hips. Lovely, good. Oh, I'm going to let those arms swing a little before I start that again. Okay. Up. Our second and last time we're doing this. Drop into that plank. Come up. Push through those arms into that pike. Okay, up. Good, keep that going for me. Getting me that lift and that drop. You're doing great. 15 seconds to go now. Let's work through that. Get that drop. Feel really confident about that drop, that you've got your zip and hollow on. So your hips, you know, are not going to sag in the middle there. Lovely, good. Okay, well done. That one leg goes out, the other leg goes out. I'm going to keep the heavy weight for this, it's just been one between my two arms, even though my arms now are quite tired. It's one leg goes out, the other leg goes out. I'm leaving it up to you how far that leg goes out. Okay, so I'm here. So I'm going to go out and low, and then I pull it back into my waist. Good, so I'm getting that full range of movement. Remember, yours can be with a lighter weight going over your head, or no weight, just with your hands together. Get used to that rib cage being down and in as your arms go over your head. Good, so I'm just doing one leg, then the other, out and back in. Give you that squeeze each time as that arms come back over your head, rib cage, pull down and in the whole time. A few seconds left now. Lovely. I parked it just on there to give my hip flexors a little bit of rest, but also my arms, just in that 10 seconds. Okay, got ready to go again, feeling strong, over your head, leg goes out. Good, so again, I'm just going slow, keeping it under control, all the way up, all the way down and in, so it can come into your waist, and all the way back down. Lovely, good, all the way up, and all the way down. Good, so up to you how far your leg goes out, how straight it becomes, how low it goes. Challenge yourself on all of these, but as I said, keep in control of the whole thing. Feeling strong, feeling in control, feeling confident that you're doing those exercises correctly. Lovely, good. So I stayed on my back. On this one, it can be down here. It's going to be across and out. Or you can have your leg up here. Okay, so it's there, and then it goes out. On this one, my head does stay off the floor, that shoulder hits. That leg goes out diagonal, and of course my elbow would be facing on the other diagonal anyway, as I come into the middle. And again, my hips are going to be solid here, pinned down and in with my abs, so there's no rolling around as that leg goes out. Protect your lower back all the time. Good, so that zip and hollow on, hip to hip. And then that little bit of oblique work to bring that elbow up. Again, I'm going nice and slow on it. Good, give me that squeeze. Lovely, good. Okay, so choose what you want to do, either on the floor or off the floor. And again, that leg can just in and out. It doesn't have to go out as far if you feel that you've got enough work going on. Otherwise, it's diagonal. This one stays exactly where it is. Good, and then that squeeze. So I'm really feeling that in my core now. So the double, lot to do. Good, out and up and out. Good. After this, just 4 more minutes of exercise. Down to our last 20 seconds on this exercise. Lovely, good. Okay, coming up, over to my front. So again, I'm here and I've got that turn. So again, you can be doing it here for me in a box. Remember, we've done that turn and that turn. Good. Otherwise, I suggest just rolling it up so your knees, you know, are protected. I'm just going one side. Get that turn. That work will build up on the other arm. Good, so I get that turn back into the middle each time. Good, give me that squeeze. Good, give me that squeeze. Lovely. I came back, just get that little stretch out before I went again, and remember you do it in a box or in an incline. Okay, I'm out with my knees are wider than my hips, and I get that turn. Good, squeeze it. Hips, stay steady the whole time, whether you're in a box or in an incline. The incline will give you more work to do. One, because you can get a little bit more of a turn, but two, you've got this arm to support you. Good, well done, you've gone over halfway now on this one. We're on our backs for the last two. Good, just pulling that up. Give me that turn. Oh, work building up on that arm. Good work, well done. Okay, back onto your back. Butterfly. One bridge, one sit up. Okay, here. One bridge, hand behind my head. One sit up. One bridge. Good, so that arm can be any way you like. Just try not to throw yourself forward too much. Bridge up. Good, so I'm really feeling it through the core here now. Pushing up, keeping that zip and hollow on. And then my hips will be on the floor for that sit up. 20 seconds left. Good, if you do feel you wander away, remember to say, just shuffle yourself back down again. Lovely, good. I was going to change. Hand behind my head. Get your hand now, hand behind your head if you prefer. Okay, so one push up, one sit up. Head back on the floor. Good, give me that push up. Lovely, up. Lovely, good, okay, well done. My last exercise. Those diagonals going across. So I'm here. Okay, so it's diagonal going across with a bent knee coming in, or you can keep your straight leg the whole time, out and back in. This leg can be off the floor, sorry, on the floor or off the floor. Good, so there's work through my hip flexor as well. Core, pull down and in. Good, so again my head stays on the floor for this one. Out to diagonal, remember you can bring it in as a bent leg, out as a straight leg to get that work and then in. Or out as a straight leg but not so far out. You can bring it in closer to you. So it ends up being up and then back in with a bend of that knee. Lovely, good. Okay, well done. Our last bit of exercise now on this core work. Okay, out diagonal. I'm going to go a straight one, but remember you can do bent. You can do it with this leg on the floor, which with a little bit of work does go through that foot as well. Okay, here, off. I've just lost a little bit of support there, so again, just slightly more challenging on my abs. And remember, this can be a bent leg coming in, so you can do any combination. I want you to challenge yourself. Good, out and back. Last few seconds of exercise now, this is the last few. And good work, well done. Okay, we come off that timer and just going to give me a stretch through, big body stretch, up with your arms and really feel that you stretch out of that rib cage. You're up and out, you've got that arch behind your back. Okay, then you pull it in. Lovely, I'm just going to bring those legs in and I'm just going to do a little roll in. Just bringing your knees in towards your chest. Good, getting that back to stretch off. Good, now I'm going to hold on to my knees. I'm just going to do a little rock and come up. Lovely, good. Here, opening up at that hip flexor and up and out. Lovely, good, coming down, round to the other side and up. Good, give me that lift, up and out. Really feel the hip flexors, getting that nice stretch off. Okay, I'm coming here. Like when we started, we drop down, drop your hips down. Really feel that those abs straighten off. Now really keep your abs pulled in. You can push your bottom back first, then come up, and then drop down. Push your bottom back first. This time I'm going to come all the way back. Just walk it back onto your heels, and then slowly unroll. And just open out that chest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Little bend forward for that lower back. Lovely, and one more. Going down and coming back up. Okay, well done, very good. Especially if you imagine 2 sessions, but that's what's great about this one. It's hard enough work to get through that one session, and it's up to you how much you challenge yourself, but don't put yourself at risk. Okay, well done, and I enjoyed that. I hope you did too, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye for now.